And welcome to our weekly Icarus PatchNotes discussion. I'm here with Echo. Carl couldn't make it. Echo is here though, so I'm gonna switch over to Discord. Hey Beauty, how you doing?
I'm all right, handsome. How are you?
Not bad, not bad. It's weekend. So Icarus update and gameplay afterwards. So
Yeah,
I'm a happy camper.
good, good.
Alrighty. I'd say the starter ad should be over by now, so can you give me an audio check?
Advert's not over yet.
Not? Okay.
Give me a second. It's just coming up now.
Alrighty. We're 1 minute. It's a long advert then. Okay.
Yep, audio good. I'm a little quieter than you, but
That is
audio coming through good.
that is deliberate. Nah. I haven't changed anything on audio settings as far as I know, so I can have a quick look in Discord, make sure. Um, your volume is at 130% still, so. But as long as people can understand you, it should be fine.
Okay.
Right. Icarus patch notes week 208. We have some wall storage. We get some Danger Horizons expansion news, and we have wall storage now. So check out our new Critical Mass trailer, which we will do in a second. Danger Horizons expansion news and new wall storage. So, welcome to week 208. This week we unveiled the Critical Mass trailer earlier this week, which acts as a teaser for our new next major expansion, Dangerous Horizons. So let's have a look at the trailer.
This is Officer Chow beginning today's session at 0415. Inmate 6795, Rebecca Clark. Group 15. Our third interview.
How are you feeling today, Clark?
Hopefully a little bit more cooperative. Or, should I send you back to solitary?
All right.
Evidence puts your group in a register spot on Icarus. The priest already has wind of it, so you might as well save us both the time and tell me what happened.
No comment.
Where is the main facility?
What were you doing down there?
That's above your clearance.
Don't play games. You've been sitting in that box for weeks. You really think that silence is going to buy your way out?
I don't answer to washed-up prospectors.
Maybe not, but you answer to UDA senior staff, and right now that's me.
If you think that anyone further up the chain is going to take you seriously, you're delusional.
Well, you brought this on yourself. You tried to go after Sol, he made sure your secrets didn't stay buried.
And in doing so, you ruined years of work. You have no idea what you're doing.
According to records, you left plenty of people down there.
It wasn't safe to bring them back.
Oh, convenient excuse.
It's the truth. Nobody comes back the same. Anyone left down there, you won't get anything useful out of them.
Since you're in such a generous mood, let's talk about TPS. Reports tell me their presence on Icarus spiked since your scandal.
Fools. Every one of them.
Interesting. Especially considering some were caught this week with Norix hardware on the ACS border. Want to explain how that got into their hands?
Asked Norix.
Don't tell me the group had nothing to do with riding them up.
Why should I care?
It's your headache now.
Besides, your prospectors have been feeding Norix for months.
Fine. Subspecies 1341. Your group locked that entire sector down. Don't tell me you were involved.
Don't get your hopes up, Chow.
They're all dead. But they made excellent.
Test subjects.
You monster, you experimented on them?
You would have done the same in my place.
Enough! God, what's left for you, Clark? Your career is finished. The group's been wiped from Lagos. You're facing decades inside for the biggest cover-up in UDA history.
The group doesn't lose. You'll learn that, one way or another.
Shut up.
Hit a nerve. Funny.
Considering you left Sol back on Earth to
Take the fall while you...
play detective on Elysium.
Elysium, is that what you're calling it? Fitting. Anything else before I send you back?
The only thing left for you down there, Chow, is misery.
Well, I have a team ready to strip your operation bare. So whatever you bury down there, we'll find it. So I'll ask you one last time. Where is the lab?
Go to hell, Chow.
I'll save your seat.
Fine. I'll find it myself.
So what do you think about it?
I think it's let's hang on, let me turn the volume off from the video. It's very intriguing. Although I have to say that there's quite a chunk of information missing because we don't know what the crimes were that they're supposed to be accused of. We don't know what was supposed to have been covered up. So there's a lot of stuff that we kind of have to fill in. So I'm kind of hoping that would be
That is actually
answered within the gameplay because
it is.
I'm missing. So there's information for me. There's information missing.
This information you get in the Prometheus storyline quest before you go to the null sector. So
Okay.
yes.
That's why I'm missing the information then.
Okay, so let me, without trying to not spoil too much for you. Group 15 has been doing some bad stuff, which you as a prospector find out.
Right.
And Group 15 threatened to take action against you, and then Sol jumped in like, hey, look, all this info has been uploaded to the cloud. If anything happens to me or the prospector, this information will be made public.
Okay. Yep.
Now, this video is talking about like, hey, Group 15 went after Sol.
Yeah.
And this information became public. So this might be the way for the lore to like explain why Sol is no longer there.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
So
that makes sense.
Group 15 got a hold of Sol and took him out of action, so to say. And as a result of that, this information became public, and Group 15 then got subject to this whole scrutiny and everything.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
So yeah, and I like how they like tie the disappearance into Soul into the lore.
Yeah.
And now Group 15 is a splinter cell of the UDA, which kind of went rogue from the looks of it. And they have some lab on Elysium, which we're gonna have to find and do something about in Dangerous Horizons expansion.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, you're missing a chunk of lore because you haven't finished the Prometheus storyline
Yeah.
quests yet.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that makes sense. Okay, well, thanks for filling me in.
You're welcome.
Makes much more sense now.
Um,
They're obviously taking it really, really seriously if they're like locking people up for it.
Yeah. I mean, you can watch my footage of season 2 Prometheus for the storyline quests.
Yeah.
If you don't want to have to play it all yourself, you can watch those where it's like following the storyline quests, and which will give you a lot of this info you're still missing.
Okay. Cool.
Or you just play Prometheus on your own. I mean, I'm doing it solo. You should be able to do it as well, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the my work season is coming to a close, so there's a possibility I might actually have catch-up time.
Which would be good, so we can finish the Prometheus Great Hunt, which will give me the last unlocks I need.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, interesting trailer. And like I said, it ties Prometheus into Elysium, like storyline continues. And like I
Yeah.
said, it gives us an explanation as to, a possible explanation as to why Saul is gone.
Yeah. Yeah. Alrighty.
Okay, let's continue with the patch notes. Now for our regular content this week, we have added 3 new recipes to the existing storage cupboard blueprints to allow you to craft some new cupboards that can be put on your walls. They're like half the size, half the cost, but they can be mounted onto walls.
Almost like a medicine cabinet.
Yeah. So for storage, you might not need shelving no more, but the update only dropped today and I haven't played yet, so I'm gonna have to test this out. I wonder
Yeah.
how we would do with the signs though.
Yeah, well, I was just going to say we don't actually have that much wall space anymore because we've got posters and stuff up all over the place.
True, true. But storage room.
Yeah.
We have a room for storage where we can possibly make use of the wall-mounted storage. But I'll check it out in subsequent gameplay. No worries.
Yep. Yep.
So next week, very special week for us. It will mark 4 years since the official 1.0 launch of Icarus. We're doing a developer live stream as well as releasing a brand new outpost.
Ooh.
Yep. Like they released the island one a couple of weeks ago. So we're gonna be getting yet another new outpost. And this is actually one that's gonna be different from all the current outposts. There will be more info later on.
Okay.
So first of all, a couple of notable improvements. Improved the way how juveniles calculate the follow distance while you're mounted, which should prevent them from getting under your feet as much. So if you're on your mount and you have a couple of juveniles following you, when you stand still, they like swarm you. Now they should keep a bit more distance.
Okay.
improved taming mechanics for trapped animals so their progress is less likely to get stuck. We've seen
Good.
that happen quite a lot, where the taming progress just halts and I'm like, no idea why. There will be a bit more info about this particular one later on, I believe.
Okay.
And also updated the icons in the juvenile taming tooltip to make the shelter requirement look less like sleep, make it more obvious when the tame is too hot or too cold. Like tame an Arctic moa in a desert, yeah, he's gonna be too hot. So
Yeah.
the shelter icon is never gonna, the shelter need is never gonna be filled. Be like, hey, there is a bed there, why aren't you going to sleep? Whilst it's actually the temperature thing.
Yeah.
Nice picture of the prospector riding a raptor.
Yeah. They look so cool, don't they?
Interesting glowy thing in the background.
Yeah, I actually think that the glowy thing in the background is it's part of picture below.
Yeah, maybe. Mining, it's yellow, greenish, maybe uranium. Oh, and then the terraforming dust.
Yeah.
Maybe. So yeah, Dangerous Horizons announcements. As many of you may have guessed from recent weekly news posts and patch notes, we've been hard at work preparing for the release of our next major expansion, Dangerous Horizons. It takes prospectors to a brand new region on Icarus, Elysium. A fresh map filled with unique challenges. The expansion includes a full narrative storyline and mission chain. They already started this in Prometheus, so no longer all the separate missions like Olympus and Styx, but an overarching storyline, which makes it more interesting in my opinion.
Yep.
So I'm glad they continue this in Elysium. It will also give us the long-awaited Tech Tier 5. It gives new biomes, new bosses, armors, oil, which is going to be not only on Elysium, but will be added on current maps as well, according to previous patch notes. It will give new creatures, tames, mines. It will get a irradiation system. See it as a sort of exposure, weather exposure. There will be like patches with radiation. You get into their radiation accumulates, and when it hits a certain level, you'll start taking damage, and then you have to use some anti-radiation tonics, for example, to get rid of it. Maybe it's enough to get out of the radiation zone. I don't know. There will be anti-radiation tonics. They will be mentioned later in the future content. We'll be getting new tools, like lithium tools and stuff. And we'll even get a laser sidearm. It's no exaggeration to say this may be our biggest expansion yet. I mean, the word maybe instead of will be already says like it's never an exaggeration. Because you already built in this uncertainty principle, like it's maybe the biggest one. So the statement is always correct.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be a big one for sure.
Yeah. I mean, Olympus was good. Styx was bigger and better, and Prometheus is just bigger and better again. So.
Yeah, and that Styx is basically Olympus, slightly tougher, etc., etc. So, but yeah, for the people who say like Styx isn't worth it, the cost. Keep in mind, Styx was originally released for free for the people who stuck with the launch of Icarus. It was a bit of a rocky start, and as a token of appreciation, we got the Styx DLC for free. It's only relatively recently when where it was changed into a paid DLC. Yeah, Styx is basically Olympus, slightly tougher, but not
Yeah,
by
well,
much. Not much new
I,
stuff, but yeah.
yeah, I remember uh, beginning Styx with you as a brand new character and dying half a dozen times within the first hour.
Yeah, within 5 minutes you already got mauled by a bear.
Yeah, yeah,
I just got my first level, so I was able to make a stone knife and come and kill the bear and revive you, but
yeah.
it was fun. It was a lot of
Yeah,
fun.
well, it was fun for you. I mean, it's not very much fun to step off, step out of your dropship, try and collect stuff, and get mauled from behind by a bear you didn't even know was there.
I'm more talking about, like, that was back in the day where
We didn't know. We didn't. We'd only. I think we'd only just managed to start doing the sidestep dance.
yeah, we just learned how to dance with bears and stuff. Was 6 was released within, was it like within the first 6 months, I believe, right?
Yeah,
Week 24 or something. That number
something like that.
somewhere
Yeah,
in the back of my head. So we were all still relatively new to the game.
yeah,
And 6 was, hey, new map and new environment and definitely more dangerous than the starter area on Olympus. So
oh yeah,
it was fun.
yeah, yeah. There was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah,
I
the introduction of
remember
crocodiles.
oh my God, they were really bad. I mean, I remember way back when it was a case of, oh crap, it's a bear, run.
Yep,
And now Cornet's like, oh, it's a bear, where's my knife?
yep,
Or
yeah.
let's just punch it to death.
Oh yeah, like come on, let's give the bear a chance. Let's just use fists only. But indeed, back in the days it was like, oh shit, I hear a bear, I'm gonna die.
Yeah, yeah. And polar bears were even worse.
I still have a healthy respect for polar bears though.
Oh yeah, a healthy respect for polar bears is a good thing because the bear dance doesn't work with them.
Not as well as with normal bears, and they hit like a truck, them polar bears.
Oh yeah, yeah. You remember the mission that we did where we were inundated with bear cubs, and then we had Mummy turned up, and then
Oh yeah.
Daddy turned up, and then Granny turned up, and Grandpa turned up, and we're like, oh shit!
Yeah, they were bigger and stronger every time. I know.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I swear to
It was
goodness,
like
when we did that particular mission,
it was
those
like,
adult bears were a half size larger again than the normal polar bears.
well, we thought we saw polar bears, and then they turned out to be cubs.
Yes.
We were used to the
And then
size
the
on
adults came out,
Olympus.
we're like, oh my god!
Yeah. I believe this was the first mission on Styx. We just got to the level where we could make fur armor, and we were like, oh yeah, sure, we go into this Arctic and we'll do this mission here. We have fur armor now. Nothing is going to be able to stop us.
And then we came upon a huge extended family of polar bears,
Oh yeah.
and then we started running out of arrows, if you remember, because they all
Hey.
congregated under your pole,
Yeah.
and you couldn't get down, and I was running out of arrows.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was like, I'm not going to get off my beam here.
Yeah, and then having to sort of like sneak down far enough that you could fix the bottom one before it broke, and you landed on your landed on the floor in the middle of them.
Yeah. It was fun.
Yeah. So much
Those
fun.
challenges. Oh yeah. And that's, by the way, why I want to start a new character on Elysium again. Like, sure, you can bring your level 60 character with all the space gear you can think of to try and face a new environment.
That's not
Exactly.
a challenge.
Exactly. I'm like, come on. Give me a challenge every now and then. That's why I start a new character regularly.
Yeah. Yeah. So
But yeah.
new expansion, new character,
Oh yeah.
new amounts of fun, and numerous more death.
Oh yeah. plenty of new ways to die.
Oh, hell yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna have fun when it finally drops.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Now, as with all the expansions, a substantial amount of free content will launch alongside the paid features. Like I said, the oil is gonna be in the current maps as well. That's gonna be free.
Yeah.
And as always, if the host player owns the expansion or the DLC, all players in the session can access the new content at no additional cost.
Mm-hmm.
So only the host needs to have the DLC, and every else can just join the prospect and participate in Elysium, even when they don't have Dangerous Horizons DLC themselves.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I wouldn't be able to do the Great Hunt on my own because I don't have the DLC.
So that's why you join a prospect I started, which has the DLC. So
Yeah.
and we get camel mounts. Hey, Align Troll, how you doing? Welcome.
Hey, Align Troll. Welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for joining.
We're gonna get a funny looking mount, like a camel. There's a set.
And it's got a youngster, so that's a
Yeah.
tameable.
Yeah, it's a saddle, so it's a mount. So it has a juvenile which you can tame.
Yeah. That's a freaky looking camel, I have to say.
Yeah. Proper desert mount, hopefully. We don't really have a proper desert mount. I mean, zebra to an extent. Although even the zebra gets overheated at some point in the desert and
Yeah.
will thus slow down. We have the Arctic moa, and we have the tusker, and we have the shaggy zebra, which are Arctic mounts. We don't have a desert mount yet, so
So that would. I mean, it certainly looks like it's built to be in the desert with a severe lack of fur.
yeah. I'd say it is going to be the desert equivalent of the horsey.
Yeah. Could be.
Because we are going to get two types of raptors, according to previous patch notes. One from the geothermal biome, which is going to be a hot biome, I reckon, by the looks of it. So it would be usable in the desert as well. And for me, it looks like it's going to be a mower equivalent, so speed, but with more attack. A small agile mount. This one more looks like the horsey equivalent. Slower, but more carry capacity. It's the new update. Actually, this is the patch notes, and this is talking about the new DLC, Dangerous Horizons DLC. This is an image from the Dangerous Horizons DLC. We are not getting this mount in this week's update. We're excited to share more details through live streams, patch notes, and hints in upcoming weekly updates. Wishlist Dangerous Horizons and make sure to check back each week to see what else we have in store. And here we see like an oil field, oil drill.
Oil refinery.
That's the refinery, that's the drill.
Is it?
This one, just to the left.
Yeah, the one on the left is the drill, but the one on the right is the refinery by the looks of it.
Yeah, indeed, more looks like a refinery. Yeah, you need to get some more DLC for the game to explore. We were just talking about the Styx DLC. Styx is basically the same as Olympus, but with some more dangerous. The animals are more dangerous, so it's slightly harder. It doesn't have much news compared to Olympus, but it's fun to have, fun to play. An entire new map and new missions. Separate missions like all independent missions, not really a storyline. The other map is Prometheus, That one actually has new biomes, new resources, new currency, red exotics, new
And
animals,
storyline.
and the quests, the missions in Prometheus is actually storyline missions, so an overarching storyline.
Yeah.
Which then goes into the null sector, which is like not really storyline, but within the null sector itself, it's basically a side storyline. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Then there is the Great Hunts DLC, which gives you 3 new mission chains, one on each map, one on Olympus, one on Styx, and one on Prometheus. So new content, a new overarching storyline. It will, if you play it in open world, it will alter your open world. The Great Hunts quests do have mutually exclusive paths, which change your open world in different ways. So that's more game content there. Other DLCs is Outposts, which is basically Icarus Light, less dangerous animals, less severe weather events, full resource respawn upon reload, smaller maps. So it is playable content, but personally I'd say it's not as interesting as the game itself, the main game. And there is the cosmetic DLCs, which more cosmetic items doesn't really give much content. There is the Zebra Rescue mission, which is part of the Pet Companions DLC, I believe. So
Yep.
Styx, I
And
started
then
a save game and was followed by a croc. Oh yeah, them crocs are early game. They are quite dangerous. I remember when we first played Styx. Echo went
my God,
AFK for a while, and Croc chewed through our base to get to her body. Whilst I was trying to
yes.
fight it and dying, and then had to run back, and then Echo died and had to run back. And so at some point we were like, we're just gonna wait till we both die, and then we run back together to our base. Maybe one of us will be able to reach the base and get our stuff back, and it was fun.
Yeah, yeah. We actually found that the best way to take on a croc, especially in co-op, is to have somebody take the aggro at the front of the croc and run backwards, whilst the partner runs behind the croc and actually uses a knife
For a
from
pickaxe,
behind.
or yeah.
Yeah, yeah, uses a sharp implement from behind because the aggro is on the person that's running in front of them but backwards.
Yeah, the best way
So,
to take on crocs is indeed move backwards whilst hitting the croc in the face. If you play co-op,
yes.
the other player can come in from behind and attack the croc as well.
Yep.
You have to be careful, because at some point the croc might actually turn around and start attacking the other one. Then the one who is initially walking backwards and hitting the croc then has to move forward and attack the croc from behind. They are very strong indeed, and don't fight them in the water. Not a good idea. Fighting crocs in the water. I had it one time where I was over encumbered in a tunnel, got attacked by a croc. Yeah, I stood no chance. Even with good armor and good weapons, I stood no chance against a croc there. So no, don't take them on in the water. They're very fast, very strong. They have this spinning attack. Like they grab you, they spin around, and you can't do anything about it. Nah, fight them on land. Alrighty, let's continue the patch notes. Wall storage this week. This week we've added 3 new small wall cupboards that can be attached to walls, offering more flexible storage option for your bases. Is something wrong, Echo? I mean, my internet still seems to be working.
Yeah,
You-
sorry, was that you or me?
On this side, everything, like, I didn't see anything here.
Okay, because well, maybe it's me because just before we actually came online, my internet dipped out for a minute or three, so it
Okay.
might have been me. So yeah, I lost you completely there. I don't know what you were talking about, but I'm now looking at another advert. There we go. We're back.
Okay. Well, let's continue. This week, wall storage. Added 3 new small wall cupboards that can be attached to walls, offering more flexible storage options for your base. They come in 3 varieties. We have the wood, this on the left. You have the refined wood, the one in the middle. And there's the metal one, which you can actually see on the image below here. You won't need any additional blueprint points to unlock them, as they use the existing cupboard blueprints. So if you have unlocked a cupboard already, you automatically also get the hanging one, the wall variant. Now, each wall cupboard has roughly half the number of slots in its floor counterpart. It does cost about half as much and occupies less than half the space. Provides the added advantage of wall placement. They don't snap though, from what I understood, so you still have to be like manually aligning them, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's going to set your OCD off something rotten.
Oh yeah. But yeah, go for brick walls, so at least you can line them up with the bricks.
Yeah.
So we've also performed a balance adjustment on the existing cupboards. The refined wood cupboards, both original floor standing and the new wall variants. Slot-wise will now be between the regular wood and the metal one, clearly defining a mid-tier category among deployables. Yeah, I believe originally they had the same amount of slots as the normal wooden ones, so the only reason to go for the interior wood ones was aesthetics. Now they have more slots than the wooden ones, so it gives you an extra incentive to add the interior wood ones. And the metal ones, as always, has the most slots.
Yeah.
So on my current open world, I actually went from mortar and pestles straight to iron cupboards.
That makes sense.
Yeah, mortar and pestle, the poor man's storage solution.
Oh yeah,
Small
very cheap.
yeah.
Very cheap to make with a lot of storage, and you can put them everywhere.
Yeah, cheap crafting, small footprints, and decent amount of storage slots.
Yeah. And the good thing is you can put them on shelves. You can put them on top of anything.
Yeah, on top of benches and everything. I have a foundry where I have like six mortar and pestles lined up on the bottom part of the foundry.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
If you remember when we would go and do a run and build like a temporary base, we would make a drying rack and then put the campfire on top of the drying rack.
Yeah.
And you can actually stack the campfires on top of one another.
Campfires, by the way, another storage solution.
Yeah.
We did do it when we were out mining. Like, oh, we have too much to bring back. You know, let's quickly make a couple of campfires, because like only the thing you need is fiber, sticks and stone. You can find it everywhere in the world. So just make a couple of campfires, put them in the cave, store your ores in there.
Yep. Yep. We always find a workaround for not enough storage.
Yeah. Right. Let's see. Next week, Frostfall Outpost and the Icarus 4-year anniversary.
It's I can't believe it's been 4 years already. Good
I know,
grief.
right? I know. I've been thinking I've played less than 1,000 hours a year on average on Icarus.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I need to up my game a bit. Even
You
more.
need to up the game?
Yep.
Well, I tell you what, we're going to have to do some offline gameplay so that I can catch up on my gameplay.
Ah, you want to catch up on me? You have to do a lot of gaming then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm less than 3.5k hours in.
I don't know how many hours I've got in Icarus.
I
Let me
might
just,
get there this weekend, but
Icarus, I've got 1,325.4 hours.
I'm now around 3480, I think.
But I still have more hours than you in Valheim.
True, that's true. Game is 4 years already? Yeah, 4 years. 4 years ago is when they launched Icarus. It's like a Icarus 1.0. The 10 weeks before launch, every other weekend was a beta weekend where you could play.
Yeah, they ran like it was actually 14. It was 14 weeks because there was
I thought there were 5 beta weekends.
no
7.
7.
Ah, okay. Of which
There
I
was
played
7 beta
6.
weekends, but it was every other weekend.
Yeah.
So
No,
14 weeks, 14, 15 weeks, something like that.
personally, I started playing Icarus in the 2nd beta weekend. Been playing ever
Started
since.
Started playing Icarus on the first beta weekend, so
So you had a head start. Still, I have more hours.
yeah. But
Yeah.
you had slightly more time to play when I was doing a full-time job that involved me being out of the house for 14 hours a day.
True, true. I do differently. I work from home, so I don't have to leave the
Yeah.
house.
Yeah. Well, I work from home now too, but I still have 12 to 14-hour days.
Yep. You should have learned a profession. Nudge, nudge,
I
wink,
did.
wink.
I did.
Okay, yeah.
Just-
Then it's your own fault that you're making these long days.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely got a trade. I mean, I'm a qualified forensic scientist, and then as soon as I left uni, I couldn't get a job. So
It happens.
yeah.
Anyway, let's continue.
Yes, please.
Join us on Discord for a special live stream at 9 a.m. New Zealand time, where we reflect on 4 years of Icarus weekly updates.
What's that? What's that?
There is
in,
no date. There's no date, so I have no idea. Current time NZT. Current local time. Oh, so in 13 minutes then apparently. If it's like the Saturday.
Okay, wouldn't have expected it. I mean, if the update is released on the Friday, for them it's already Saturday for them.
Yeah, this update dropped was 16.5 hours ago.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I'll maybe watch it later on. Continuing the patch notes, we will also be releasing our first multi-biome outpost called Frostfall. An experiment into how far we can push outposts and where we try our new world building techniques. So, up until now, the outposts, they were all one single biome. You had one in a forest biome or multiple. You have like an outpost which is entirely desert. You have one which is like entirely Arctic. When that one was released, by the way, it was very tough playing that one. Because there was no water, there was hardly any ice to find before you make a shovel. And well, actually, that's back in the day when there wasn't a shovel yet. So it was very hard to find ice to melt, to make water. It's Arctic, so there were no berries, no melons, so it was a very tough one unless you dropped in with a filled canteen and like did it that way. But yeah, so next week they will be releasing the first multi-biome outpost.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Mm.
I might have a look there. Just to have a quick look, like drop in with a fully leveled character, fully spec'd character, space gear, etc. Just to have a quick look. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah.
And where we try out new world building techniques. So let's see what next week's
Yeah.
PatchNotes
they
will say
said
about it.
they said, I think it was last week, they said they're bringing out the curved wall pieces.
Yeah, they have been mentioned numerous times already in future content.
Yeah.
Sounds like something to look at. Indeed. That's why I said I might actually have a quick look at that new outpost. I haven't even looked at the island one. I mean, I have it. I want to support the dev, so basically, whenever a DLC becomes available, I buy the DLC to support the devs because I like the game.
Yeah.
I haven't looked at it. So this one I'll obviously will be acquiring as well. But it does indeed sound interesting, so I might actually go have a look at that outpost. But we will see next week.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping in January I will be able to complete my own set.
Talking about DLCs and complete the set, your support makes these updates possible. So if you wanna support the devs, consider buying some of the DLCs. For example, the Great Hunt Campaigns DLC. Keep in mind, again, is partially on the base game, Olympus, partially on Styx, partially on Prometheus. So if you want to play the Great Hunt campaigns to the fullest, you should have, ideally, the Styx and the Prometheus DLCs as well. You don't need them. You can join someone else's Great Hunts on Styx or Prometheus. And you will, because you own the DLC yourself, the Great Hunts, you will be able to like get the legendary weapons and everything. But if you want to play it for yourself, it's best if you like fully play it for yourself. It's best if you also have the Styx and Prometheus. When Great Hunts was released, it was also in a bundle with Styx and Prometheus. Not sure it's still the case though, but now this is an example of where you can like buy some DLCs separately. There's like another DLC pack, the Pets Bundle, I believe it's called, where you have like the Zebra Rescue Mission in a DLC. There is one DLC with extra variants of cats and dogs and actual horses and stuff. And the other one is for extra saddles, food and water troughs, I believe. You can buy it as a bundle. Or you say, you know what you can do is like to complete the set bundle, which is actually a dynamic bundle, this one. This one looks at like, okay, what do you have already? What don't you have? And it's only putting the items in a bundle which you don't have yet.
Yeah.
So a very easy way to like complete everything.
Yeah.
Currently
So-
15% discount. So, Troll, if you wanna buy all the DLCs you don't have yet, look at the complete the set bundle.
Yeah, I think I'm hoping that's the one that I'll be able to get in January because I'm hoping a slightly bigger payday.
Yeah.
So in that case, I will be getting that so that I can complete my own set.
Yeah. Now, if next week the new DLC, the new outpost comes out, I can say either like I buy this outpost separately, or I do a complete set bundle, get 15% discount. For me personally, because I can afford it, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna buy the outpost separately. I don't care about this 15% of like, whoa, 20 euro, 15 euro, whatever the price is gonna be. For this one DLC, it's gonna be very little discount. So I'm gonna be like, you know what, I'll pay full price. I don't care. Extra support for the devs. But as you can see, if you don't have anything yet, $200 for everything, then 15% discount is gonna save you quite a lot.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Yeah.
save you
Well,
$30.
I think I'm missing the last 2 or 3 downloads. I don't have the null sector stuff. I don't have the
Null
great
sector is free.
hunts.
Null sector is was an
No,
extension
no.
on Prometheus, right? It's not a
Yeah,
DLC.
I don't have the Prometheus extension, is what I mean.
You have Prometheus. Prometheus is a New Frontiers. New Frontiers is part of the first cohort bundle. You have the
Okay,
first
so
cohort bundle.
it's little things then for me, like
Yeah.
the outposts,
Outposts,
the
but
animals, the
Great
Art
Hunts,
Deco. Yeah,
Great Hunts is something
yeah,
you have to, which is not part of the first cohort bundle. Back in the
yeah,
day, when around when Icarus was released, you could go for like the supporters edition, whatever it was called, which
yeah,
included the first two big DLCs, New Frontiers and Dangerous Horizons. They were like included in that bundle you bought at that point. It also gave you first cohort and Varus suit, which has a
yeah.
module slot, and your standard Varus suit does not. So that's what I'm always using is start a new character. I use my first cohort and Varus suit. But yeah, that bundle did include New Frontiers and Dangerous Horizons, so Prometheus and Elysium.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
because we own the
We got
game
those
this
as part of
long,
the supporters edition.
yeah, and we also have Styx because back in the day Styx was free. You could just click it, like add it to your game, and like was for free. So that's why we have
Yep.
Styx as well. Great Hunts, not part of the supporters edition. So yeah, you probably still have to get yourself the Great Hunts, Echo. And the
Yeah.
new outpost, like the Island Outpost, that was released a couple of weeks ago.
Yep. Yeah. So I will be hopefully completing my set come January, February-ish
Yeah.
time.
Maybe it is going to be on sale during Christmas. I have no idea. Or inter-year Steam sale. I don't know. I do know currently there's a 15% discount.
Every little helps.
Oh. Okay, continuing the patch notes, change logs, new content. The new cupboards, new cupboards, new cupboards, new cupboards, new cupboards. A small pass on tier 3, tech 3, cleaning up space for new blueprints. Ooh, cleaning up space for new blueprints. We're gonna get even more new items for tier 3. Cool.
Sweet.
Fixes. Fix a number of typos. No surprise there. Change F to interact on a couple of UMG strings. Never noticed that missing, but fix an issue where the dribble was incorrectly described as a herbivore. They eat carcasses, so they are omnivores.
Yep.
Update icon on juvenile taming tooltip. We've talked about that one.
Yep.
Glass master shaders, tinting glass. Looks slightly different now, apparently. Fix issue where AI that were dynamically spawned to eat from baited traps were being cleaned up when player moved too far away. So you put down a trap, you put bait in it. For example, wolf bait. The game will spawn in wolves. So even if you do it in a area of the forest or the grasslands where normally there are no wolves, it should still spawn in wolves. But if you went away too far and like it offloaded I think when the trap got overloaded, the map tile where that animal was on, if that unloaded from memory, for which you have to go 500 meters away or a kilometer away, then those dynamically spawned animals were gone and did not respawn. They fixed that now.
Good.
More interesting one is this one. Fix the issue where the trapped AI would attempt to eat from other beta traps, even though they couldn't reach those traps, preventing them from eating nearby corpses instead. There's a lot of people, and I've had this myself as well, who are like, okay, I put down a snare trap, I put bait in it, wolf came along, got trapped in the trap, and refused to eat from the carcasses I threw down.
I remember that. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it looks like they were trying to eat from other baited traps. And so ignoring the corpses nearby. So I'm very glad they fixed this.
Yeah. You're not going to be able to tame an animal if you can't feed it.
Exactly. So what you could do
Well,
is like
can
you
feed
could,
it, but it just won't eat it. It's being
You-
a fuss. It's being fussy.
yeah, you could rebait the trap. Something I actually never tried myself, but what I've heard people say, like, hey, you can rebait the trap, and then they will eat the bait in the trap they are trapped in, to advance the taming progress. I've never tried it myself, but yeah, they fixed this now, and I'm very, very happy about this. This is gonna make taming animals a lot easier.
Yeah. Just makes them sound like children where they don't want to eat off of their plate. They want to eat off of your plate.
Yeah. Well, tough luck. That's my plate. There's your plate. Eat.
Yeah. Your plate, your food. If you don't eat, you go hungry.
Yeah. Yeah. If you go hungry, you go wild. You don't get tamed, etc. Good luck, children.
Yep.
Anyway, next one. Remove additional check preventing materials from being in sync with electric furnace state. Okay. Thanks for the info.
Okay.
Fix highlight issue on cake pieces by disabling collision on pieces that have been taken. Yeah, I usually just take them all. Like they stack 8, there's 8 pieces on the cake, so place down the cake, straight away grab all 8 pieces, salt them, put them in inventory.
Yep.
So I never noticed there was the pieces that were taken still had a collision. Oh, they were gone, so they shouldn't have a collision. So I'm glad they fixed it now.
Yep.
Increase precise reach, target height, multiplying juveniles, prevent them from getting too close when trying to follow mounted player, and then like blocking
was
your
mentioned
mount.
above.
We talked about this, yeah. Improves collision lots, LEDs on metagel mesh. Thanks. Mangrove seedling. It's not in the game yet. Again, thanks for already fixing it. Mount saddles now always render if owning mount is currently rendered. Yeah, I've seen this a couple of times indeed. If you're at a certain distance, certain angle, then the saddle wasn't showing. Like I had a mower lying on an animal bed, and I walked up to it and was like, "Where's the saddle gone?" Then I came close and like, there's the saddle. Step back,
Yeah.
and the saddle disappeared again.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Okay.
fizzle bug only, but still, I'm happy to fix it. Fix a hover debug tool isn't working on clients. Yeah, I've read about this one on the Discord. It's a tool for devs, not something you should be using as a player, so I'm not even gonna elaborate on this. Future content.
Okay.
I'm gonna get steel barrels. I assume it's gonna be for oil or maybe biofuel.
Yeah.
Oil barrels, you can carry it correctly, so carry on your back. Nice. Prickly pear, add fiber to the loot. So if you harvest a prickly pear, you also get fiber. like with the berries. Add a new raw wet food tag to recover even amounts of water and food. Kind of the same as with the melons, then I'd say. Watermelons replenish both food and water. So
Yes, they
this
do.
this
Very
raw,
useful
yeah,
in the desert, as we found out in Olympus,
yeah,
because you couldn't really get water in the Olympus, but you could grow watermelons.
yeah. But yeah, the raw wet food
Yeah,
tag is not a new one then, I'd say, because this function was already on melons. But okay,
yeah, but maybe they didn't have the raw wet food on the prickly pear.
yeah, but then why would they call it a new raw wet food? Anyway,
Because
that's all in game code.
yeah, but the watermelon doesn't. It gives you more water than it does food.
And the berries is the other way around, gives more food and war.
Yeah.
Anyway, continuing. Agave now gives a small amount of tree sap, 50% chance to get tree sap when harvested by, I'd say by hand. Like the Prometheus volcanic biome, you have the dead trees which you can either harvest by hand or with an axe.
Yeah.
So the agaves, I would say, is going to be the same there. If you harvest them by hand, 50% chance to get tree sap, 75% chance if you harvest them by axe. Good. Truffle surface type changed from plastic to cactus. Well, I don't particularly like to eat plastic truffles, but okay. So, yeah. There's to better suit the audio. Anyway. A raptor might no longer idle on 4 legs, only on the hind legs. Add crowd support for raptor that decrease the threat and the cost of movement speed. I would say this should be at the cost of movement speed. Crouch, you move slower but less threat.
Yeah.
Interesting. Will the raptor mount have the same crouch support? Because that's going to be new. New behavior for a mount. Current
Yeah.
mounts don't have this. Don't have crouching.
Ability.
But then again,
Yeah.
how do you want to tell a tusker to crouch? It's massive, so it's not going to make much of a difference anyway.
No, but things like the moa,
Yeah, they don't really crouch either.
It's a tall animal, and so when you ride it outside of a door, your head and neck of the moa and yourself slip through the top of the door in order to get out.
Actually,
So
the
a crouch
tusker
would maybe not be a bad thing.
tusker is bigger. Tusker is
Yeah.
so big, you had a problem going out the door when
Yeah.
riding a tusker.
Yeah, because the hitbox is
Yeah.
bigger.
They changed it like 2-3 months ago. They fixed it. But that's why I remember. Plus, I ran into that issue myself as well. That's why I remember a Tusker having this issue where it didn't properly fit through a normal door, where the mower does.
Yeah.
Raptor mounts now start with attack enabled. Remove related talents from trees. So the mower, for example, by default, when it's just tamed, it cannot defend itself. There is a talent for the mower, which you have to learn. Yeah, the mower has to learn the talent for it to actually defend itself. For the raptors, they changed it around. It was the same, but they changed it around now, apparently. So it's enabled by default, and thus the talent has been removed from the talent tree. Good.
That makes sense.
Yeah, raptors straight away be able to defend themselves. Like that.
Yep.
Okay, let's see any new stuff that pops out. Getting stricter. Abomination, work on the abomination. Swim height. Tanks, both the flying and the flightless tank, will now fully resist immobilize. Will have a 75% resist to slow. My favorite weapon being the titanium knife with electroshock attachment for the slow modifier, the electric. The tanks will have a 75% resist. Yikes. So attacking those with a knife is gonna become less attractive. Huh.
Yeah.
Flying tank will have a 33% projectile resistance when the flightless tank has the 50% resistance against projectiles. How the heck are you gonna supposed to be take these things down then?
Explosive shells.
Yeah, I think so. Flamethrower.
Poison.
Yeah,
Radiation.
but you say poison. How are you going to deliver the poison? By means of arrows, which is a projectile?
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, projectile resistance is not like blocking projectiles, more like projectile damage resistance. So yeah, sure. On the other hand, hey, them being tanks, they should be resistant, be able to tank damage. Pun intended.
Yeah, and not only
Hard to
that,
kill.
they've also increased the health for the flightless.
Yep. I'm fine with it. Give us a challenge. Yeah,
I'm not fine for it. It always means I'm going to die first.
true. It just means that I'll have to do, after you die, I have to do more damage to the guy to kill it and then revive you.
Yeah. Might take a while, but that's all right. I can go and get a cuppa whilst I'm waiting.
Exactly.
You know, quick bio break, you know, make something to eat, you know.
Yeah, and then you come back and I'm like, where were you? I have revived you like ages ago. You died and then I just got rid of the animal and revived you. You were gone. So, yeah. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, add new yellow syringe material for anti-radiation injection mesh. Anti-radiation transfusion, no longer held up in FP. Anti-radiation tonic, temporary mesh currently. Anti-radiation tonics, anti-radiation transfusion, anti-radiation injections. Basically the red pack variants. Okay, fixed juvenile raptor not eating and sleeping properly. So no taming progress. I'm glad they fixed that. The Worm Queen, heavy attack now shoots very quick barrage of pillars from the ground that then detract soon after. Probably similar to Rime Tusk. So, in other words, keep moving, because if you stand still, you get like insta-killed.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been there before.
I've been, you haven't. You haven't fought the Rime Tusk boss yet. I have. Numerous times. On my solo open world, I went the other quest line for Rime Tusk. Version of the steel barrel for a player to carry on the back. Yeah, it was mentioned on the top, steel barrels to carry around.
Yeah. I like this. Don't spawn sulfur worms on top of other worms.
Yeah, double worm spawn. You think you killed it, you turn your back, and then there's all of a sudden a silver worm there in the same location as well. They're gonna bite you in the back. Ghost Croc submerged camera shake should no longer occur when stationary and should scale in intensity based on current speed. That's the first time where the camera shake is being mentioned in conjunction with the Ghost Croc.
Yeah.
Huh.
Interesting.
Adjusted the lerp speed of Ghost Croc's scent mode mesh.
Yeah.
Gonna be an
Speaking of
interesting.
crocs,
Yeah.
speaking of crocs, I was just remembering when we were doing what was it, the thingy ring where all the crocs are.
Yeah. Ring Lake.
Yeah, that's it. And very rare occasion, but you actually got a kill cam on a croc.
Yeah.
Getting a kill cam on a croc is very difficult.
Especially because we were only using longbows. Longbows, and at some point we were down to crude bows because we were trying to kill all the crocs. But
Yeah,
it was
not
an
realizing that it was just
infinite
a perma
spawn. Yeah, infinite spawn.
Yeah.
So we were on our beams above the war, and then shooting, and then repair your bow, and out of arrows, so you go down quickly, gather arrows from the crocs you killed. Like you don't get enough arrows back, but then you have to run quickly to a tree, like grab sticks, stone, fiber, whatever, make new stone arrows. Man, it was just, I don't know how many crocs we killed, but it was a decent chunk of progress in the bestiary if we would have had a bestiary at that point already, which we hadn't.
Oh god,
but-
yeah. I mean, we must have taken out about 40 or 50 crocs, and
easily
they were
more than
they were
that.
Still, they were like infinite spawn, and we're like, right, okay, we're out of bows, we're out of ammo, we're out of arrows, we're out of food, we're out of water. Let's just run for it.
Out of everything. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, you try to finish off all the crocs there. It's basically the same as there is this mission on Olympus with an infinite Komodo. Infinite Komodo spawn.
Yeah.
Good luck if you want to stay there and kill all the Komodos, because it's going to be more and more and more. You're just going to be overrun with Komodos.
Yeah, you'll be there forever.
Yeah, that mission actually tells you, like, okay, you've killed enough of them, now run. It's something to that extent. It doesn't do it on the ring lake with the crocs, though. You just have to, realize, like, hey, I've killed enough and they keep coming. Let's just skedaddle.
Yeah, but for us, we ran out of everything first.
Yep. Yep. It was fun, though.
Because we wanted to boss the crocs. It didn't work.
Yeah, we were bossing the crocs like true bosses, and then Icarus was like, yeah, so I have more where they came from.
Yeah, I've got more crocs than you've got ammo, trust me.
Exactly.
So yeah, they're fun times.
Yep. Added player crafted orbital exchange interface landing pad. Yay, finally. Also added a blueprint made from the existing landing pad, added the new meshes at half scale. But yeah, finally we can predetermine where the orbital exchange interface pod is gonna land.
Yeah, so that it doesn't land in your building.
Exactly.
And doesn't damage it when it has to go back up.
Exactly. I don't care the pod landing in my base, it's a taken off. And you have to repair so much. Like half your base is damaged.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they already changed it where it's only damaging a maximum number of items around it. But still, if it lands smack down in your base, so much you have to repair.
Yeah.
So if we finally indeed get this landing pad, a reusable landing pad, craftable outside of missions and everything, I'm gonna be a very happy camper. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Yeah. No more base fixes for you.
Yep. Radiation modifiers. Remove on death checkbox so the player's radiation and poison modifier match after death. Like wounds and deep wounds, if you respawn, they're still there. Radiation's also going to be there. Good.
Oh, that sucks.
Part of the game. Just part of that game.
Yeah.
Fix an issue where all geysers were duplicating on a reload. Will not remove duplicates from existing prospects. This does remind me of the supercooled ice veins. For a long time, actually, no one realized upon prospect reload, it added another supercooled ice vein on top of the old one. So your prospect file kept growing and growing and growing. I had a prospect file which had grown quite large. And then so they realized this was an issue and they fixed it, and there was a tool to actually fix your prospect files, removing all them duplicates. And it decreased my prospect file considerably in size, and thus the speed of the prospect.
Yeah. That's
So
good.
I'm happy they already found out the all geezers had the same issue, and they fixed it
Yeah.
already. Good.
Yeah. I don't like this now. I don't like the one that's underneath the Elysium ones. Adding spider to geothermal spawn zones. What is it with freaking spiders?
Meh. Remember the lava broodlings? They were called spiders before Prometheus came out as well, so
Yeah.
they're not that
Yeah.
spidery.
And they didn't actually even look like spiders because they only got 4 legs.
Exactly. So don't worry before you find out what's actually gonna be.
Yeah. Yeah. Just the word spider kind of sends shivers.
Eh. Well, in Grounded 2, you're fine with the spiders as well. So
Yeah.
think of
Yeah.
it. Think of the Elysium spiders as being axles.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Mm.
If we're ever gonna find multiple of those at the same time, I know, right?
Yeah.
Add a new stat and modifier to prevent certain objects from being saved as pre-builds, with which should deal with issues with multiple versions of the same deployable appearing in when the level reloads. Kind of related to the if you abandon a mission, it doesn't always clean up the pre-built structures proper. And then you start the mission again, and you have like the double buildings and everything, which I had in Prometheus Swamp, one of the missions there. The one with the endless horde attacking the device, which you had to power and defend for a certain time. I actually had to restore an old backup file from before I initially, before I started that mission for the first time, in order to get back to a situation with no old versions.
Yeah.
As for the reload one, I've had it in the the last time I did this Zebra rescue mission. There's this pre-built base there. So I successfully killed all the cougars there, repaired everything. Base was fine, but then I ran out of time, so stopped for the day. The next day I loaded back into the game. Cougars were respawned, which was an unwelcome surprise, because I was like in the middle of them all of a sudden. And it turned out it duplicated all the building pieces. It was... I could use the duplicate pieces to like extend the base a little bit, but still, it was like duplicate pieces all of a sudden.
Yeah.
So yeah, if they can prevent that from happening, I'm gonna be happy. Let's see what else. Chainsaws and jackhammers. We know about those. Dragonfly Nest, Ghost Croc. Lithium shield now plays zap effects when dealing damage to attacker. Still not sure how it's gonna work though, because it needs to be charged or something. But
Okay.
we'll have to wait to find out what it actually means.
Yeah. They've increased the health of the raptor from 750 to 1500. That's a big hike. That's twice as much.
Yes, the minimum health. There's nothing being said
Yeah.
about the maximum health. It's good for your tame. It has more health, so it doesn't die as quickly. But if you have to fight them, it's going to take longer for you to kill them. But it's fine.
But you've got a much bigger chance of getting prime meat though.
Exactly. Chance has been increased from 45% to 85%. Now, if you there is, I think, an attachment for the knife, which increases the amount or the chance of getting prime meats. So basically, you can go to 100%. So always get prime meat, unless they cap it at 99%. But still, basically, always get prime meat from the raptors if you have that attachment.
Yeah.
Adding low tier radiation tonic, heals small amount of radiation over time. New tundra monkey animations. Half the amount of time that radiation accumulates. Going in and out, I reckon. Here, Storka, tundra monkey, and the orca can be tamed via snare trap. I'm going to be making a zoo with like monkeys and everything.
Yeah. You already have a zoo, buddy.
Nah. I tend to keep the amount of tames low in order to keep the performance high.
Yeah. Yeah. You've still got a zoo.
Yeah, a very small one, but yeah, we're going to be having storkas, orcas, and tundra monkeys. So imagine having a monkey like playing around in and around your base. I wonder how he's gonna attack animals coming in. Fling feces and stuff. Well, as long as they don't fling it at me, I'm fine with it.
Yep.
And
Fixed the issue with snare trap rope not attaching to correct bone on some of the newer creature assets.
yeah, so instead of around the neck, is like around the leg or something, or like just slightly offset, something to that extent, I reckon.
Yeah.
Set up lithium sledgehammer to generate terraforming dust when mining. Although terraforming dust has been renamed.
Okay.
No longer called terraforming dust. But
Pixie dust then.
adding first pass for the abomination laugh vocalization. Alright. Okay. Gonna be interesting
Great.
audio
We're
there.
a manic animal now. It's going to laugh at us as we're killing it.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting audio in Elysium, man.
Yeah, for sure. I wonder if it's going to be like a highly infectious laugh, or whether it's just going to be an evil laugh.
I hope for an evil laugh.
Okay.
Yes, montage notified timing on a tundra monkey drink montage to hopefully fix issue where it doesn't successfully drink. Stork a slinker adjustments to hopefully prevent stuttering movement and feet sinking through terrain. Okay. Orca not being able to eat due to incorrect montage setup. Luckily, they don't die anymore if they can't eat and drink. That's like long since changed. Back in the days when mice were introduced, if they didn't eat and drink, so if you didn't give them food and water, they would actually die. That has long since been changed. They no longer die, they just get speed debuff, I believe.
Yeah. What else?
Let's see. For the Worm Queen, change the attack order so there's a melee and a ranged phase. So the Queen won't try to walk to you before doing the range attack. So, multiple attack phases. Cool. Let's see. Mini Hippo. Flash Shack Floater.
Fixing unobtainable cheat buttons, that must be for devs only.
Yep, and adding a cheat for making all deployables and buildings indestructible.
Devs only.
Exactly. Decrease radiation accumulation, now 0.8 per second, meaning player can stand for about 20 minutes in a radioactive zone until reaching max irradiation. Then you have to run out, however they increase the radiation fall off. So the area of effect, the area radiated area around the radiation source is going to be bigger.
So it's going to be harder for you to run out.
Well, not harder, it just takes longer. Using survival triggers for radiation. So radiation effects are delayed until you're about 20% in the giving zone, in which there's no negative effects. So the outer ring, like, hey, there is a radiation, but it's not going to do anything. But then if you get closer, then you start getting negative effects from the radiation. Gotcha.
Yeah, well, that makes sense.
Yeah. Here, change the name of terraforming dust to ionic dust.
Okay. Still going to be pixie dust for me.
Alright. Bone now only counts towards a lithium knife bone. Lithium knife bone to carbon paste conversion. Cool. So lithium knife will be able to, instead of like getting bony, like getting carbon paste percentage.
Okay.
Ooh, that's interesting. So you don't have to craft carbon paste. I mean, you will still need to, because it's most likely going to be a percentage chance of a percentage conversion, not a 100%. But you will get a cheap carbon paste then. That's nice.
Okay. Keep going. I'll be right back.
Yep. So now actually rolls the value rather than it being a binary 0 or 1. If that exists. Okay. So yeah, it's chance based then or so. Let's see. What else do we have? Queen, switch the order of the phases. Ground, submerged, flight. Okay. Worm transitions now count as attacks. So if the worm dives into the ground, it will hurt players. So it starts above ground, doing part of the fight. Then at some point it dives under, which will do damage to you. And then at some point it's like coming back up and taking flight and keep attacking. I more and more get the feeling that Worm Queen is going to be a new world boss here. Like the Scorpion King, Sandworm, Black Wolf, etc. Let's see, what else do we have?
We're back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Worm Queen, more. Add the radiation sphere to the aura. And attach the owner so the effect can be seen in the world. So will this maybe be like the MOA has a talent where nearby players and animals get a speed boost aura? So there's a similar one for radiation or radiation resistance, no idea. But effect can be seen in the world. That's gonna be nice. Huh.
So maybe you can leave speed trails or something.
Now, if this is based on a talent to a mount or something, then you can see how close you have to be to that mount. Or if this is static radiation on an object, then you should be able to see like how close can I get before getting affected by radiation. But the effect
Yeah.
can be seen in the world. If it's going to be like a visible range thingy, that's going to be a first then. We'll see. Alpha Mange Wolf, health increased, damage increased. For the normal Mange Wolf, the same. Health and damage. Increase character mass for both. Shaped Ruby. I know about the Ruby. That one has been mentioned before. Shaped Ruby I can't recall, but... now it's moved from the material processor to the tier 3 glassworking bench. So far, we have one glassworking bench and that's a tier 2. So, are we getting a tier 3 glassworking bench? Biofuel powered maybe? Faster? Bigger inventory?
Electric or maybe electric water.
No, electric is tier 4.
Okay, so maybe
It's
what
tier
about
3, so
water?
you already hook up water to the current one.
Okay. But it's locked behind level 35.
Yeah, so level, let's see, level 10 is tier 2, 20 is tier 3, level 30 unlocks tier 4. So even though it's on the tier 3 bench, you need to be at level 4.5, so to say. Before you can like actually unlock the Shaped Ruby. But Shaped
Yeah.
Ruby is only used in tier 5, so level 40. So you can already start making them before you can use them. Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that makes sense.
Recipe now takes 30 seconds instead of 20. Okay.
Okay. It takes a little bit longer to make
Yeah.
then.
But this tier 3 glassworking bench is for me the most important thing in this bullet point. I say, hey, we're getting a new new glassworking bench. Nice. I like new benches.
Good.
Yep. And this brings us to the end of the patch notes. So TLDR, we have now wall storage.
Yay.
That's the new stuff for this week.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm definitely gonna test this out on in the subsequent gameplay. That's for sure.
Yeah, the wall storage might be good for, you know, like personal effects. You can put them above beds or something.
For example, yes. Above the kitchen benches, for example. Currently, between the kitchen bench and the shelves, there's nothing. Because you can't place no nothing. At least now you can put some storage up there. I've seen some pictures of people who actually built up kitchen benches halfway the wall. So basically an extra building grid. And put kitchen benches up. Because they snap to one another. So you only need like not a half building grid actually. They put it on top of something else, which I did not know you could do. The kitchen storage benches. And I kind of forgot to try and replicate that.
Okay.
But you no
I don't know.
longer...
Can you put them on top of shelves or something? I don't know.
No, I believe on top of a normal cupboard or something. They put
Okay.
they put a kitchen storage bench and then basically kept on snapping kitchen storage benches to it. So you already had like halfway your wall, you already had like a row of storage.
Yeah.
But yeah, these ones will lock to the wall and not lock to one another. No snapping, unfortunate. So aligning them is still going to be an issue. And then, like I said, we have to check signs. I was looking at the Art Deco signs yesterday. They're too big. If you have your cupboard sideways, they're too big. They're gonna span almost 2 cupboards then. But
Oh,
these
crikey.
ones are like, you can't put these sideways. The looks of it, so they might fit an Art Deco sign. Or I just keep on going with the composite signs, which are slightly smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is something. Like the cupboards you can put on sideways, so way more dense.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. We can at
Yeah.
least.
You can basically fit twice as many floor storage in the same space if you put them
Yeah,
sideways.
about
So
1.5. Yeah,
yeah.
about a cupboard and a half. But this is some extra way to put some storage in. Now, sometimes they put the kitchen benches like underneath the windows, so at that point I can't put anything above it because of the window. But if the kitchen benches are like against a wall, like in the, let's see, in the image here, at least now you can put benches above them. We'll see. I'm gonna take a, say, 50-minute break for a quick smoke and bio break and prepare the next stream. And then I will be back with a new stream doing some Icarus gameplay. Echo is not going to be able to join. Carl isn't here either today. He had a
Yeah. I've an early
migration
work
kick-off,
start
so
tomorrow.
yeah. So it will be a solo stream, but we'll definitely be doing gameplay. So I'm gonna mute out Echo and I'm gonna end the stream. For you, Echo, thanks for being here, for
You're
doing the patch
welcome.
notes with me.
Good to be here.
Yeah. So thanks again for doing the last 2 patch notes whilst I was on vacation.
Yeah, not a problem. Not a problem. They were quite nice and short, so minor updates, so it wasn't an issue at all.
Good. So yeah, I'll mute out to the stream outro and I'll be back with you in a minute.
Alrighty.
As for you folks, thanks for being here. I hope you folks enjoyed us going through the patch notes. We do this every week. Go through the patch notes. We do it so you don't have to read it all yourself. And there will be gameplay afterwards. Now, if you did enjoy watching us go through the patch notes and you want to get notified next time I stream, feel free to hit that follow button on Twitch if you haven't done so yet. Or if you watch this on YouTube and you want to get notified next time I upload something, feel free to hit that subscribe button. Other than that, thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. Like I said, I'm going to take a 15-ish minutes break. And I will be back with you folks with some subsequent gameplay.